Controversial Islamic preacher Zakir Naik, who is on a Pakistan visit, boycotted a group of women at an orphanage in Pakistan where he was invited as a guest to give away awards on Wednesday. Pakistanis are now schooling him on his misogynistic behavior. Naik said that these girls were na-mehram to him and hence he would not interact with them. Hello and welcome to The Print. My name is Devdatta, and in what is trending in Pakistan today, we discuss why controversial Islamic preacher Zakir Naik quoted controversy. In Islam, the term na-mehram is used to refer to an unmarried woman who is not your direct blood relative and who you cannot marry. Naik said, "You cannot touch them or call them your daughters." In a viral video, Naik can be seen walking off stage when the women walk up to him at the event hosted by the Pakistan Sweet Home Foundation, which supports orphan girls. When the announcer referred to the girls as his daughters, Naik deemed it inappropriate and said that you cannot touch them or call them your daughters, adding that these girls are considered na-mehrams. Pakistanis called it peak misogyny. Lawyer Sania Benazir wrote on Twitter that Dr. Zakir Naik is a religious scholar and a guest in Pakistan, but I find this act of his so abominable, peak misogyny and sanctimony on display. How embarrassing and rather disturbing it must have been for these poor little girls. Noted economist Yusuf Nazar chose to be even more direct and said that Pakistan doesn't need more fundus like Zakir Naik, it already has too many. Journalist Abbas Nasir even blamed the government for inviting him and called the PMLN government a write-off. In his tweet, he said, and I quote, "I was wondering how Zakir Naik came to Pakistan. Turns out he was invited by the PMLN government and was received by Rana Mashood. He will pollute minds for 4 weeks. This is what a government thrashing about for legitimacy does. PMLN is a write-off." Well, social media users were not so kind. One Twitter user said, "Alright boys, in episode 3 of this Zakir Naik's Pakistan tour, we have him embarrassing one of the most hardworking NGO owners in this country because the orphans were non-mehrams and can't be touched and weren't his daughters." Another user called mindsets like Naik's the biggest barrier to girls' progress. But it did not end there. The preacher kept quoting controversies throughout the day and the internet left no opportunities to call his actions out. First, his invite to Pakistan has been heavily criticized in the country, and then in another video he said that dressing modestly prevents sexual harassment. While enraged social media users called Naik's sermon a rape apologia, one user had a simple advice for him: "Dr. Sahib, go back." Now this marks Naik's first visit to Pakistan in 30 years. His last trip was in 1992 when he met religious scholar Dr. Israr Ahmed in Lahore before returning to India. Although originally from India, the preacher now resides in Malaysia due to legal issues in his home country, which has pursued his extradition in several cases. Upon arriving at the Islamabad International Airport, Naik was welcomed by officials from the Ministry of Religious Affairs and PM Shehbaz Sharif's aide Rana Mashood. During his visit, Naik is said to address public gatherings starting in Karachi on 5th October, followed by speeches in Lahore on 12th October and Islamabad on the 19th. He is visiting Pakistan at the government's invitation and will be provided with comprehensive security throughout his month-long stay. Amid all of this, Shehzad Sheikh, the host of the podcast Pakistan Experience, perhaps captured the mood of the nation with his tweet where he said, "India में Coldplay tour कर रहा है और पाकिस्तान में Zakir Naik. Coldplay is touring India and we get Zakir Naik." This is Devdatta for The Print. Keep watching for more such videos.